Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 16, Sloka 7, by His Grace Sundar Gopāl Prabhu, about the topic
Inconceivable reduced my value. Please repeat. Esham Madhye Ilavritam Nama Adhyantra Varsham. Esham. All these divisions of Jambudvipa, Madhye, among, Ilavritam Nama, name Ilavrita Varsha, Abhyantara Varsham, the inner division, Yastya, of which Nabhyam, in the navel, Avashitaha, Avastitaha, situated, Sarvataha, entirely, Sauvarnaha, made of gold, Kulagiri Rajaha, the most famous among famous mountains, Meruhu, Mount Meru, Dvipa Ayama Samunnaha, whose height is the same measurement as the width of Jambudvipa, Karnika, Bhudaha, existing as the pericarp, Kuvalaya, of this planetary system, Kamalasya, like a lotus flower, Murdhani, on the top, Vatrimshat, 32, Sahasra, 1000, Yojana, Yojanas, 8 miles each, Vitataha, expanded, Mule, at the base, Sodasha Sahasran, 16,000 Yojanas, Tavat, so much, Antaha, Bhumyam, within the earth, Pravastitaha, entered. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Amidst these divisions or Varshas is the Varsha named Ilavrita, which is situated in the middle of the whole of the lotus. Within Ilavrita Varsha is Sumeru mountain, which is made of gold. Sumeru mountain is like the pericarp of the lotus-like Bhumandala planetary system. The mountain's height is the same as the width of the Jambudvipa, or in other words, 100,000 yojanas, 800,000 miles. Of that, 16,000 yojanas, 128,000 miles are within the earth, and therefore the mountain's height above the earth is 84,000 yojanas, 672,000 miles. The mountain's width is 32,000 yojanas, 256,000 miles as its summit, and 16,000 yojanas as it at its base. Please repeat. Amidst these divisions or Varshas is the Varsha named Ilavrita, which is situated in the middle of the whole of the lotus. Within Ilavrita Varsha is Sumeru mountain, which is made of gold. Sumeru mountain is like the pericarp of the lotus-like Bhumandala planetary system. The mountain's height is same as the width of Jambudvipa. Or in other words, 100,000 yojanas, 800,000 miles. Of that, 16,000 yojanas, 128,000 miles are within the earth, and therefore the mountain's height above the earth is 84,000 yojanas, 672,000 miles. The mountain's width is 32,000 yojanas, 256,000 miles as its summit, and 16,000 yojanas as its base. We go next verse or how?
Next verse.
So I'll just go with the translation for this. 568.
Translation purpose. Just north of Ilavrita and going further northward, one after another, are three mountains named Nila, Shweta, and Shringavan. These are the borders of the three Varshas named Ramyaka, Hiranmaya, and Kuru, and separate them from one another. The width of these mountains is 2000 yojanas, which is 16,000 miles. Lengthwise, they extend east and west to the beaches of the ocean of salt water. Going from south to north, the length of each mountain is 1/10 that of the previous mountain, but the height of them is all is the same. Purport. In this regard, Madhvacharya quotes the following verses from the Brahmanda Purana. Yatha bhagavate tuktam bhaunam kosha lakshanam tasya virodhato yojam anya grantanantre sthitam mandade purnam chaiva Vetyasham Ksheerasagare Rahu Soma Ravinam Cha Mandalada Dvi Gunoktitagam Vinaiva Sarvam Vunneyam Yojana Bhedato Tratu. It appears from these verses that aside from the sun and moon, there is an invisible planet called Rahu. The movements of Rahu cause both solar and lunar eclipses. We suggest that the modern expeditions attempting to reach the moon are mistakenly going to Rahu. Okay. Om Agnanati Virantasya.
Next verse.
Next verse. Similarly, south of Ilavrita Varsha and extending from east to west are three great mountains named from north to south Nishada, Hemakuta, and Himalaya. Each of them is 10,000 yojanas, 80,000 miles high. They mark the boundaries of the three Varshas named Harivarsha, Kimpurusha Varsha, and Bharata Varsha, India.
Next verse.
In the same way, west and east of Ilavrita Varsha are two great mountains named Malyavan and Gandhamadana respectively. These two mountains, which are 2,000 yojanas, 16,000 miles high, extend as far as Nila mountain in the north and the Nishada mountain in the south. They indicate the borders of Ilavrita Varsha and the Varshas known as Ketumala and Bhadrashva. Purport. There are so many mountains. Even on this planet Earth, we do not think that the measurements of all of them have actually been calculated. While passing over the mountains region from Mexico to Caracas, we actually saw so many mountains that we doubt whether their height, length, and breadth have been properly measured. Therefore, as indicated in Srimad Bhagavatam by Sukadeva Goswami, we should not try to comprehend the greater mountains areas of the universe merely by our calculations. Sukadeva Goswami has already stated that such calculations would be very difficult even if one had a duration of life like that of a Brahma. We should simply be satisfied with the statements of authorities like Sukadeva Goswami and appreciate how the entire cosmic manifestation has been made possible by the external energy of the Supreme Lord of Supreme Personality of Godhead. The measurements given herein, such as 10,000 yojanas or 100,000 yojanas, should be considered correct because they have been given by Sukadeva Goswami. Our experimental knowledge can neither verify nor disprove the statements of Srimad Bhagavatam. We should simply hear these statements from the authorities. If we can appreciate the extensive energy of the Supreme Personality of God, that will be the benefit, that will benefit us. Om Agnanati Mirantasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurme Nilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyan Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatan Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Thank you very much. Coming on today, Srimad Bhagavatam class. So, pretty much a class on astronomy. So you can see how the whole, our universe is structured with Mount Meru in the center. Mount Meru is actually upside down. The base is small and it goes like that. And on top of Mount Meru, where Lord Brahma sits, and below you have different tracts of land. So accordingly, there are also mountain ranges, partitioning different factions. So this is actually, as Sukadev Goswami said in this verse, already we read, 4.
3.
Go back to 4. See, in this verse, you can see
the great Rishi Shukadeva Goswami said, "My dear king, there is no limit to the expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead's material energy. This material world is a transformation of the material qualities Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. Yet no one could possibly explain it perfectly, even in the lifetime as long as that of Brahma. No one in the material world is perfect, and an imperfect person could not describe this material universe accurately, even after continued speculation. O king, I shall nevertheless try to explain to you the principal regions such as Bhuloka with their names, forms, measurements, and various symptoms."
See that? So it is impossible to explain this whole thing, even in the lifetime of Lord Brahma. And even if you try also, it's not going to be perfectly explained because it's inconceivable. You understand? One of the quality of the Lord is that He is inconceivable. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, text 9.
Kavim Puranam Anushashitanam Anoraniyasman Anusmaredya Sarvasya Data Ramachintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat.
So the word here, Achintya Rupam. So the Lord is Achintya. Yeah.
Yes. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything, as He who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is the smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun, and He is transcendental beyond this material nature.
So see, the Lord, one of the quality of the Lord that He is inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
It doesn't mean that He is only inconceivable. Anything of Him is also inconceivable. You understand? Not that He is inconceivable and the material world that He created is conceivable. It's not like that. You understand? Anything about the Lord is inconceivable. You cannot conceive. Impossible. It's already explained in the previous class, He creates something that it becomes like a Bhagavatam, first words. That He can create land on water, water on land and all. It is impossible to perceive. How? What to speak about impossible to perceive when Lord Brahma was born on the lotus flower. He wanted to look out and see what's all this. But when he saw, he could not find nothing. Do you know that? Huh? Then what he did? he climbed down and he tried to go down and down and down. He was not going anywhere. And then he climbed back again. Then he heard the voice. What then?
Wow.
So he sat down and he did austerity. And after doing austerity for 100 years of his life, then he could look out and see the Lord. What does this mean? What does this mean? Initially he tried and he could not see nothing. But after all the austerity, he could see the Lord downstairs and he could see the Lord was putting his leg. He could see?
Hmm.
Yes? I know, do you remember reading all that? Huh? It's in the third canto. So you see how the Lord, if He is pleased, then He will reveal. You understand? It is not that you can conceive Him with your endeavor. That's not possible. That is not possible. And you see, like today, for example, the highest mountain, Mount Everest, it is about 29,000
Square.
feet. Correct? 29,000 feet is not even how many yojanas? One yojana is 8 miles.
Yeah, it is 1 year.
8 miles is how many feet? Huh? 8 times 1 mile. 1 mile is how many feet? Huh?
42,000 feet. 8 miles is 42,000 feet.
8 mile is 42.
1,000 feet.
But here is 10,000, 100,000. How you calculate this?
We don't have measurement.
Obviously, figures don't correlate. Why don't correlate? Why? Why?
Maya.
This is how the Lord puts the conditioned soul in. Naham prakasha
Sarvas.
sarvasha yogamaya. Just like Brahma, he tried to see, he couldn't see. But when the Lord revealed, then he could see everything. He could see his lotus feet, he could see him lying down, he could see everything. Right? You understand? So that's why the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, text 1. So if you want to understand about the Lord, you can only understand him if you surrender to him, you know. See, this
Shri
way.
Bhagavan Uvacha Mayasakta Manoparda Yogam Yunjam Madashraya Asamchayam Samagramam Mam Yatagnashasi Tachruno. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Now hear, O son of Pruta, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt."
See that point here? So if you are practicing Krishna consciousness, full consciousness of the Lord, with mind attached to him, then you can know me in full, free from doubt. But if you take it the other way, if you don't attach to the Lord in devotion, in other words, you don't surrender to him, and you are, of course, not free from doubt, you always doubt what's going on, then how you can understand him? You understand? So then you try to speculate, like what's happening now, all the so-called scientists and everybody, they are speculating. And they are using their so-called methods to justify their so-called measurement, sight, everything. Is it not? And we, especially we go to their school, we be indoctrinated. This is it, this is it, this is it. Yes. I remember when I was a kid, they made a model of the earth and then the moon was going around,
Mm.
and then the sun was fixed there. I don't know, you have seen that model? Maybe
Yeah,
you also.
solar system.
Is it not? The sun is fixed, the earth is going round, and the moon is going round, like that. Huh? Yes? This is how we learn. But we know the sun has got his own course. Yes?
Mm.
Vishmadev, he waited for the sun to go what?
Uttaraya.
Northern course, correct? But they teach us that the sun is fixed. You understand? So when indoctrinated with their so-called theories and ideas, so that puts a lot of, what we say, doubt in our mind. Who is right? Hello? Yes? Correct? See, from young, no? Is it not? So if someone comes from that school of thought and he hears this Bhagavatam, then he will get into this word mythological. Is it?
Mythology.
This Hindu mythology, you see how very cleverly they try to suppress. Of course, I wouldn't say they, I would use the word the Lord. Because the Lord, as in the Bhagavad Gita 7:25, he is not obligated to reveal himself to the non-devotees. He is not obligated. He says here in this verse, Naham Prakasha Sarvasha
Yogamaya
Yogamaya.
Sama.
It is not possible. It is not. Why? Why is not possible? Because you have to become a devotee. Just like Lord Brahma, after he became a devotee, surrendered, then he could see, he was sitting on the lotus, he could see how many millions of miles down. Who can see so far? But he could see. Not only he saw the Lord also, he saw his lotus feet, and the Lord purposefully flicked his lotus feet. How many million miles from Lord Brahma down to the bottom of Garbhodaka ocean? How? Yeah? How is it possible? Because the Lord reveals. Understand? So this whole subject matter can be understood only by the revelation of the 17308 Bhagavad Gita. RD 17308. Yeah?
Achinta kaluye bhava.
Why don't you chant now? Chant with some life.
Yes.
Achintya kalo he baba.
Achintya kaluye bhava.
Natam starkena yojayan.
Natam starkena yojayan.
Pratikitya param chachan.
Pratikitya param yascha.
Tat achintyasya lakshanam.
Tat achintasya lakshanam.
Some life now. Hello.
Anything transcendental to material.
Loudly, what's the problem? Why is you got a mind, you got everything, and it's so soft. Why?
Anything.
You want everybody to sleep?
No.
Hello? Loudly.
Anything.
That's not good enough for me.
Anything
That's not good enough for me.
Anything
That's not good enough for me.
Anything
That's not good enough for me.
Anything transcendental.
Anything transcendental to material nature is called inconceivable. Hello? Put that little high for him. I want the class to wake up, not to her. Yes, now speak.
Anything transcendental to material nature is called inconceivable. Whereas arguments are all mundane. Since mundane arguments cannot touch transcendental subject matters, one should not try to understand transcendental subjects through mundane arguments.
Very good. Is it clear? Is it very clear? Good. Understand? When I go and speak, I want this standard. Otherwise, I'm going to present myself. It's difficult for me. So try to understand. Anything transcendental to material nature is called inconceivable. Whereas arguments are all mundane. Arguments are all what?
Mundane.
So you try to bring your so-called mundane things that you've been trained to. Because you are trained to what? You have been trained to be thinking, hey, yes. And now they train you with their mundane facts. Is it not? Is it not? And with that kind of a training, we are trying to conceive somebody who is inconceivable. Somebody is what? Inconceivable. It's not possible. That's why I said, since mundane argument cannot touch transcendental subject matter, one should not try to understand transcendental subject matter through mundane argument. Hello? Is it very clear? In other words, you cannot try to understand all these things that Sukadev Goswami is speaking with your mundane set of consciousness. It will not work. It will what? It will not work. You follow? So what is the base? What is the base? What is the base? Faith. The base is what?
Faith.
Either you accept this or you accept. Yes. So what is the difference by accepting this and what is the difference by accepting that? What's the problem? What is wrong if I accept that? What? What is wrong if I accept that? Their so-called measurement, they surveyed with their surveying equipment. I don't know how they measured 29,000 square feet. How do they do? They have some kind of a topography equipment or something. Master. Yes. Correct. How do we do this? So therefore, our whole consciousness now should be pertaining to surrendering to the Lord. Because if we do that, then the Lord will be obligated to reveal himself. If we don't do this surrendering, then everything is impossible. Everything is. You cannot understand transcendental subject matters through mundane stands.
Arguments.
It will not work. You understand this point? Hello? You understand? So therefore, the whole thing is based on surrendering. Whole thing is based on surrendering. That's why the Lord says the first thing you go approach a self-realized soul and you surrender. And if you don't want to surrender, then everything becomes very obscure. Everything becomes, in other words, you will just remain as a Hindu. As a what? Hindu. Very nice word. Hindu. I'm a Hindu. Well, what's the difference between a Hindu? What's wrong with being a Hindu? You're a Hindu, right? Are you a Hindu? Yes. You are Hindu? Oh, really? You're Hindu? No. It's again, see, a simple question like that. No, you are not a Hindu. What are you? Hello? What are you? I am a servant of God. Krishna. I'm not a Hindu. What does Hindu mean? Hodgepodge. Hindu means what? Doesn't know nothing. Everything is okay. Anything you say, Ali Baba, Sai Baba, anybody, yes. That's Hindu. That's what? Do you want to remain as a Hindu? No, we are not Hindus. We are what? We are servant of Krishna. You follow? So unless you brand yourself like that, Jivere Swarupo Hoy, Krishna re. What is that verse? Take it out. So that is our eternal constitutional position. What is that? We are servant of Krishna. Hello? You understand? See how just a simple question, you're already baffled. Is it not? Yes. So this kind of a faith is very dangerous. This kind of faith is very. So we should know who we are, how we are related to. You have to understand Krishna is also in your heart. Krishna is also listening. What you are what? Thinking, feeling, willing, feeling. You understand? So he wants to see what you are. You know what I mean? How your faith is. So this is what your definition. Can you read that? Jivere swarupo hoy. What is the jivere swarupa? What is your swarup? What does it mean the swarup? Huh? Your what? Your constitutional position. Krishnere Nitya. What is your constitutional position? Hello? What is that? What is that? Who are you?
Krishnera Nitya Dasa.
Krishnere Tatartha Shakti Veda Abeda Prakash. To the next line. Krishnere Tatartha Shakti. We are what in the Tataksha Shakti. What is the Tataksha Shakti? The three Shaktis. What is the three Shaktis? Hello? What is the three Shakti? Hello? Bahiranga Shakti, Antaranga Shakti, and Tatasya Shakti. So what is this Tatasya Shakti? Bahiranga means external energy, Antaranga means the spiritual energy, and Tataksha means the marginal energy. So Krishnere Tataksha Shakti, Veda Abeda Prakash. What is this Veda Abeda Prakash?
It is the living entity's constitutional position to be an eternal servant of Krishna. Because he is marginal energy of Krishna and a manifestation simultaneously one with and different from the Lord. Like a molecular particle of sunshine or fire. Krishna has three varieties of energy.
So he is Veda, simultaneously one and different. Simultaneously one and. You understand? How you are simultaneously one and different? How? Hello? How? How you are one and how you are different? Do you know, no? Huh? How? You are one means you have got exactly the same qualities of God. Exactly the same. And different means what? He has got to the ocean the qualities. And you have some minute. That's why it's called Veda, Abeda, Tattva. Understand? So this is our constitutional position. When someone asks, because you want to make it short, if someone asks you, who are you? I'm Hindu. But when I ask you, you please don't say that. Are you Hindu? Huh? No. You are actually a servant of Krishna. That's our constitutional position. And then, not finish. We should try to develop that. We should try to what? Revive that. We should try to revive our connection with Krishna. Try to what? Revive that. That is Krishna consciousness. That is what? Krishna consciousness means what? To revive our forgotten position that we have forgotten it. So we should try to revive that. And of course, to do that, we have to surrender to a person who has full faith. To a person who has what? 100% faith. That is who? A first-class person, spiritual master. Mahabhagavata, Uttama, Shrestha. That's why it is what? It is said that you must tat vijnanartham sa guru eva abhigaccha. You must go and surrender to a spiritual master to revive that faith that we have lost. We have what? So to do this is so important, so that when we revive our faith, then this inconceivable Lord will be what? Will be known to us. Will be what? Not that you know everything, but you will know something. That whatever is required, Krishna will. You understand? Then you can come to this, in this verse, 10:14, Arjuna said. 10:14, Arjuna said this verse, this is very important. How to come to this point? How? That you have to have that faith. I totally accept whatever you have said. 100% I accept. What? You see what he says? Hello. Sarvam etadritam manye mam yam mam vadasi kesava. Whatever you have said to me, my Lord, I accept 100%. So this is what Sukadeva Goswami is explaining to us, and we must come to this point of accepting 100%. Mountain is 300 yojanas and this and this. It looks like it's very inconceivable. How to understand this? Have to have complete faith. Then you can perceive all this what? Because he has to reveal to us. That's what? You follow this point. But if you try to go study astronomy on your own, and then you come here, your Bhagavatam is outdated, you won't work. Because we have seen scientifically with our what? What is that telescope they call? Hubble telescope, right? It's so big, they have put it somewhere, and then they have measured and seen the length and breadth of everything, and they have Prabhu that doesn't tell you. Of course, it will not tell you. Just like Brahma, he tried to see. Can he see? It will not. It will not. Because our instruments are defective. Our instruments are what? Already everybody, in fact, I remember when in school, whenever we do some experiment, one of the conditions is we say that it's subject to error. Is it not? We have to write that, is it not? No, you didn't write. Everybody writes, yes. Subject to error. But if you have some error, how you can come to a perfect conclusion? That means your so-called, what is that? Thesis, whatever, you will be subject to. If you have such kind of a consciousness, it's very, very difficult to analyze and understand. Not possible. Can you go to verse 6:4-29? 6:4-29. Anything with this material senses, intelligence, and even
anything expressed by material vibration, anything ascertained by material intelligence, anything experienced by the material senses or concocted within the material mind is but an effect of the modes of the material nature, and therefore has nothing to do with the real nature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Lord is beyond the creation of this material world, for He is the source of the material qualities and creation. As the cause of all causes, He exists before the creation and after the creation. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances to Him.
one very interesting word here. You know what is that word? You know what is that word? It's used in this translation. Material vibration. What do you mean by material vibration? Practically everything that is materially sensed is by either sound vibration or light vibration or what? What do you call it? They call microwaves. All these are material
vibration.
See how cleverly Prabhupada put that word there? Hello? Is it not? Anything expressed by material vibration. And all our so-called
Instruments,
analysis is based on material,
vibration.
is it not? And he says clearly, ascertained by even material intelligence, and anything experienced by material senses on top of that, or concocted within the material mind, is but the effects of the modes of mental nature, and therefore has nothing to do with the real nature of the Supreme Personality. It cannot go into anything. Are you following? So this whole thing is, I would say, mistaken idea. You understand? That's why I also quoted this other verse, 1087:25. This verse, 1087:25. You see, this is very important. See?
Supposed authorities who declare that matter is the origin of existence, that the permanent qualities of the soul can be destroyed, that the self is compounded of separate aspects of spirits and matter, or that material transactions constitute reality. All such authorities base their teachings on mistaken ideas that hide the truth.
See that? All these are based on mistaken ideas that hide the
Truth.
Last week, I think sometime he was giving a class and he was saying about how the scientists are saying that everything starts from a point and then it grew. I remember
Big Bang.
he was giving some. And that's actually the scientific theory. The scientific theory, what? It starts from a. Yes, everybody. It's some primordial soup. Something. They have all kind of theory. You understand? But you see in this verse, 7:9:33. 7:9:33. You see this? In this verse, you see this point that Prahlad Maharaj is speaking.
This cosmic manifestation, the material world, is also your body.
That this cosmic manifestation, the material world, is also your body. Is also what? Krishna, when he was showing this universal form to Arjuna, he said, this is inconceivable for you to conceive. Is it not? Did he not say that? No? Yes. See?
This total lump of matter is agitated by your potent energy known as Kala Shakti, and thus the three modes of material nature are manifested. You awaken from the bed of Desha, Ananta, and from your navel, a small transcendental seed is generated. It is from this seed that the lotus flower of the gigantic universe is manifested, exactly as the banyan tree grows from a small seed.
See this point here? But the whole nonsense of them is that they start from the seed. But who is giving the seed? That they don't see.
Even they also name it as the
How rascal they are. I am giving the seed. I'm seed giving father, but you don't speak about the father. You speak about the seed. Is that very fair? Is that very fair? I tantamount to cheating. Tantamount to what? And not only cheating is offensive to the Lord. Yes. Hello. You're giving credit to the seed, but you don't speak about whose seed it is. This is very nice. This is very nice thing to do. Very nice. Right? I come to you and take everything and ask where you got from. No, I just got it. How you feel? Good? That is complete nonsense. So therefore, if you going to go in this path of trying to offend the Lord, then it's going to be very, very bad. That's why the Lord said, if you are faithless, If you do this kind of thing, you will fall down. You will what? You know? For those who are faithless, I quoted that verse, no? 440 Bhagavad Gita. You see, you try to do this kind of thing, trying to deny the existence of the Lord and give credit, all due credit to this so-called material, what do you call that, speculations and science, then you're giving what? You're becoming offensive to the Lord. And so the Lord says in this verse, 440, if you don't do it, you don't surrender, you will fall down. You will what? Dangerous. It is what?
Dangerous.
Again, in other place also it says the same thing. 9:24. Is it 9:24? 9:24. Yes. You read this verse again.
Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta ja prabhureva cha na tu mam abhijananti tatvena tasya chavanti cha.
Chavyanti te.
I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. For those who do not recognize my true existence and nature fall down.
You don't want to acknowledge the Lord, then you will fall down. Fall down means what? Fall down means what? You are rot in this material world. Not only that, you see how more the Lord said. Can you go? I think it was 11, 2, 2, 3, I think. No, 11, sorry, 11, 2, 3. Avulu. What is that? 11, 2.
Yeah.
3. Huh?
No, this one. 11, 2, 3.
Go to the next one. Ya Esham Purusham Sakshat.
Oh, this is not that.
11, 5 or 11, 5. 11, 5, 3, is it? 11, 5, 3. See again, the Lord, see how much the Lord is, emphasizing this point. Ya, chant the verse. Hello, chant the verse. Ya Esam Purusham Sakshat Atmam Prabhavam Ishwaram.
If any of the members of the four varnas and four ashramas fail to worship or intentionally disrespect the personality of Godhead, who is the source of their own creation, they will fall down from their position into a hellish state of life.
See that again? Any member doesn't mean that is only the Brahmana. No, any member means what? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. Any one of them. If they don't worship the Lord, if they don't worship the Lord means you must accept His authority, no? Yes. You will fall down. You will what? That's why Prabhupada said, many times he said, my 50% my job is done, the other 50% is varnashram. So what is the meaning of that statement? They think, we should buy 2 cows and keep, one. No. The real meaning is what? To accept Krishna's supremacy. To teach all these Hindus, Hindu, right? Hindu, right? You, that Krishna is the supreme personality. If you don't speak about this and you don't teach them this thing, then they all will fall down. They all what? So this is the point. Unless you accept the authority of Krishna, you will remain in the darkest region. You cannot understand. Impossible for you to understand. It's not possible. Because all these facts are 300 mountain range, 300 miles, you know what I mean? Inconceivable. And it will remain inconceivable for a person who has no faith. Yes. All is possible. Impossible. Two persons went to Prabhupada and argued with him. You know. He said that, you see, what is his name? Ugrasen. In the Krishna book is written, Ugrasen has got what? Millions and millions of servants, and they were arguing with Prabhupada. Prabhupada, how we can explain that he has one person and got millions and millions, you know? And Prabhupada said, why you have to speak this to public? You don't have to speak this to public. Huh? No, but if we don't accept, then how? Why you have to worry about this? She understands this point. Of course, I don't know what happened to them. But the point is this, that many things are inconceivable. Many things are what? We are not saying that you have blind faith. Because like Brahma, it is not revealed to us. It is not what? All these are what? Revelation. This whole Bhagavatam, that's why Lord Shiva said, I know the Bhagavatam, Sukadev knows, but Vyasa know or not, I don't know. Why you have to say that? Why? It's such a simple book, no? The Bhagavatam, there are some verses. Why you say that? Why? Because to know, can you take out that verse? 24:313. I think 24:313. He said this verse. Why did he say that? Lord Shiva is speaking. Huh? Hello? Huh? What? Can you read the translation?
Yes. Lord Shiva said, I may know. Shukadeva Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva may know. Vyasadeva may know or
Read
know.
properly. No. Lord Shiva said, I may know. Pause. Sukadev Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva, may know. And Vyasadeva may know or may not know Srimad Bhagavatam. You understand this? Why did he say that? Why? It is such a simple book. In fact, the author himself is Vyasadeva. We may know or may not. I don't know. Why? So to qualify this statement, he spoke the next line. Is that?
On the whole, Srimad Bhagavatam, the spotless Purana, can be learned only through devotional service, not by material intelligence, speculative methods, or imaginary commentaries.
So you cannot conceive this whole Bhagavatam by this kind of a what? You cannot understand Bhagavatam by material intelligence, speculative methods, or imaginary
Commentaries.
It is not possible. It is not what? Not possible. Bhagavatam can be only learned through devotional service. And devotional service means surrender. Devotional service means what? If you don't surrender, you cannot do devotional service. That's not possible. Does not? You follow? Hello? What is it? Huh? So therefore, to understand today's subject, it requires devotion. If you so willing, my Lord, you please reveal this to, then I can try to understand. If you don't reveal to me, it is not possible for me to understand. It is not. You understand? That's why in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, Krishna, he said, I want to see your universal. But you cannot see this with your material eyes. Not possible. Understand? Difficult, impossible. So therefore, we must understand this very important point. Then we can proceed on on hearing all this mountain range and this and that and so many things. That we are dealing with a subject which is inconceivable. Just like the Lord creation, the Lord is inconceivable. His creation also is inconceivable. Just now we read the verse. No? Yes? Everything about him is. Don't speak about so much. We are in this material earth. Here, correct? You think every point of this earth is already what? Discovered? Huh? Completely what? To the pinpoint accuracy we know? Can you say? Nobody knows. Nobody cannot go down to the depths of the ocean. Nobody. Yes? Neither you go all these mountains. So nobody also knows. Huh? Yes. So therefore, the only recourse of this as devotees is to surrender to the Lord. And yes, and anyway, as the Lord said, what is the need of all this detailed knowledge, Arjuna? What is the need of all this? Take out that verse 10. What is the need of all this detailed knowledge? With just a spark of mind, they are just a spark of mind splendor. That spark means what? Small thing. Yes. Hello. Huh? Can?
अथवा बहुनैतेन
Atava bahunaitena
निम्नातेन तवार्जुन
kim gyatena tavarjuna
विस्थाप्याहम् इदं कृष्णम्
vitabhyam idam krishnam
एकांशेन स्थितो जगत्.
ekam sena tito jagan.
But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe.
That just a single word, fragment of myself. I private. Private means what? Private means what? Manifest. And not only private, I support this entire support. Private, yeah. Support is important, no? Yes. You follow? So therefore, we have to have this understanding that Krishna is what? Aham sarvasya prabhava mata sarvam parvate te mam I am what?
I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Try to understand. Yeah. Are you understanding this whole class? Hello? Are you understanding or not understanding? Huh? Understand? That's why the Lord is so kind. You see, I have given you everything. Is he not given nothing? He's given everything. Huh? Everything is everything. Perfect. Ishavashamidam sam jagat tintin. Everything. Complete. That's why it says, Purnasya Purnam, Purna. Everything about him is Purna, full. Understand? And he has given everything. But we try to speculate and try to what? Cross-examine him and do all this kind of stuff, then it is going to be very difficult. For those who try to speculate, it's impossible. It's impossible. In fact, Lord Brahma is saying, you know that verse, Tanasita. In that verse, the first thing is say, give up this speculative. Give up this speculation. You understand? Tane stita suti gatam You got it? He says here in this verse, this is quoted, this was when Ramananda Rai was talking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he quoted this verse, and then the Lord was satisfied. Okay, now we can go on. Jnane priyasam udapasya. You see what is this jnana priyasam udapasya? What is the jnana priyasam udapasya? What does it mean? Throw away, far away, throw away your speculative. Throw it away, far away, throw away first. And then what is the next thing you do? Namanta eva. Namanta eva means you surrender. Namanta eva means what?
Surrender.
You surrender. You surrender to who? Jivanti sat mukaryartam. You surrender to someone who is what? Devotee. Bhavadya vartam. Then you hear from them. This is the first thing Lord Brahma is saying. Give up your speculation. Give up your jnana priyasam. Udapasya. Throw far away. Throw it away. Tane sita sutigatam tan mano one mano be. And you hear from these great sages. Can you go translation?
Those who, even while remaining situated in their established social positions, throw away the process of speculative knowledge and with their body, words, and mind offer all respects to descriptions of your personality and activities, dedicating their lives to these narrations, which are vibrated by you personally and by your pure devotees, certainly conquer your lordship, although you are otherwise unconquerable by anyone within the three worlds.
The unconquerable. Only way you can conquer the Lord is to what? Surrender to the pure devotees and hear from them with body, mind, and the pastimes of the Lord. Urukrama Vikrame. Urukrama means someone who does what? Wonderful things. Urukrama. Impossible things. Vikrama means very chivalrous, very, noble. So therefore, we just learn how to do this. And then, yes, everything will become revealed to us because the Lord is sitting in our heart. And He will what? Tesham satata yuktanam bhajantam pratipurvatam tadami buddhiyogam tam yena mamupayanti te. This is what the Lord says. You surrender with love and devotion, then I will reveal to you. And you see, as I was making that point just now, that the Lord is inconceivable. He has created, He has done everything. Yes. Even you to eat also, He has brought the food, correct? Yes or no? What is He lacking? Made everything comfortable. He has made what? So what is He asking in return? What is He asking? You simply think of me. That is simply what? Mana. Mat bhakta. Mat. You just simply what? Is that too difficult to do? What? Simply, how much He so magnanimous. He don't want nothing from us. He just simply want you to what? Think. Isn't that very kind? Huh? Yes. For that person who think of Him, and she's assured that you will surely come. Don't worry. Don't. Then all these things will become very. That's why Prabhupada in today's purport here, we have complete faith in Sukadev Goswami. Yes. And he's in other words saying that I have no faith in the material.
Thank you.
That is what we should develop. Understand? We should not try to question. This one is saying like that, one you saying like this, then it is going to become chaos. It's going to be, and your faith will become disturbed, dangerous. That's why we say don't send the kids to school. Crazy. They are going to disturb their faith. They're going to what? And it's going to be dangerous. So, okay, anything more questions on this or any point that you want to raise?
This earth, Mount Meron, one kind, Brahma is also secondary creator of Prabhu. While it has been even mentioned that Brahma also cannot understand when he created.
Brahma did not create. Brahma is just a secondary creator. You understand? If you read the Bhagavatam, he manifested by the will of the Lord. How it happens, he is also, you think he knows. He doesn't. For example, now let's take your body. You're putting food into your body. Do you know how the food breaks down? And how it gets into your energy, your bone, your blood? Do you know? But this body is yours. You can figure it out? Can? So everything is inconceivable. Doesn't mean that Brahma created this thing so he should know. No, it's not necessary. You understand? So our idea of this whole thing is to give full credit to the Lord and try to just surrender and serve Him. You understand? Just like he quoted that verse, the gopis, they just love me. They don't know who I am, but they just love me. And they became the greatest. There's no question of trying to figure the Lord out. That's completely a waste of time. You understand? It's better to love rather than to figure out. That's the best. Yes. That's why our whole idea is surrender. Surrender. Go on. Yes. If you want to sit here and give you a whole drawing about the Sumeru and this and that, 2 person will be confused. I don't know. I'll be confused for sure. Because the subject matter is itself is very
Inconceivable.
So I better go this way. Simply sit down and chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama.
Yes. Any other question? Done?
That's
All right. Then thank you very much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada.
Jai.
Oh, Prem.
Hare